Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are doing well and you are doing well. What's going on? Okay. Welcome to today's training session. Thank you for being here and thank you for being here every week. As you all know, your presence here is what gives us motivation to keep going with our sessions. And not only your presence, we would like to have your participations, your comments, your feedbacks to our training session, during, after. If you want to make any comment, if you want to give me feedback on how we are running things in our training session, don't hesitate, send me a message. And also, whenever you have any questions, any comments, you can just drop them in the chat or raise your hands. We will be glad to answer your questions. Any question regarding the Moracle Accountancy Formula, as you know, our main topic in these training sessions. And we are, starting over the formula. We're in stage 1. And we have Morlai back this week. As you know, he was out last week for an event for spotlight reporting. Maybe he can also give us, a summary of what happened in that event. But you can also, check our LinkedIn, our Instagram. We have posted updates about that event and any other event that Moracle Foundation attends. So don't forget to check the updates on our social medias. We post pictures, we share what we have been doing in those events and what was going on. So, and also if I always, announce if there's any events, in future. So if you want to join us, you can always let me know, for those actually who are based in London and in UK. So yeah, if you are interested in joining the events when I announce them, we would love to have you there with Morlai and or the other members of Moracle Foundation team who attend. Actually, we are going to have ACCA events starting soon. As you know, we had our university tours last academic year, and they're going to be starting soon. So I will announce all of them. If you wanted to join Morlai and Moracle Foundation in those events, we are happy to have you there. And I will keep you updated. And sorry, just a second. Yeah, so follow our LinkedIn, our Instagram. We share all the updates there, and we would like to see your comments, your reactions, your participations there as well, to help us spread the word about what our goal is here in Moracle Foundation. So don't forget to follow us there as well. And our famous celebrity Morlai is now on Instagram himself. He has we are created an account only for him, so you can see what he's up to, what he's where he's going, and in terms of events, and updates in two firms, Moracle Foundation, Moracle Limited, and GIF. So also I will share his Instagram as well, so you can follow him to get more updates on the events that we attend to. So don't forget to follow him as well. And you know that we are doing a podcast about Moracle Accountancy Formula, which is the formula of success. We call it the podcast. We have posted an episode there, and we are keen to see your comments, your updates, and the upcoming episode is going to be shared soon. So don't forget to do that as well. And as you know, I announced before that the Moracle Foundation window is closed now. So if you are introducing Moracle Foundation, our internship to others, just let them know that we are going to open another window soon. But at the moment, I've closed that. So anyone who send me an email or from this moment on, anyone who send me an email, they are going to be added to our next cohort. This cohort is closed now, and we have got about 40 students now who are waiting in line to join Moracle Foundation for our internship. So if you are introducing someone to Moracle Foundation and they're sending me an email, I let them know that there are no worries. I see all the emails, all the applicants. I reply back to them and let them know when we are going to take them on. And we actually we do it this way this time because it's our new arrangement, which makes it more organized and makes helps us to help students better and easier. Our next ACCA students, ACCA Advantage student cohorts are going to join us soon as well. But Moracle Foundation is not only about ACC Advantage program. We have our own internship program going on, which the next cohort are going to join us either next week or the week after that. But anyone who applies to Moracle Foundation from 2 days on, I'm going to add them to the second cohort of this year. So they may wait for a little longer, a month or two. But yeah, I see all the applicants, and thank you for sharing this internship with those that can benefit from it. And we would love to have them and work with them in Moracle Foundation. And also, we are in the last months of our second cohort of ACC Advantage students. The 3 months is going to end by the end of July. And our ACC Advantage students who started in May are going to wrap up their internship by the end of this month. Of course, we have the opportunity for an extension. You want to extend your internship for another 3 months, we are happy to do that. And I've received emails of you guys requesting for an extension, which we are happy to do that. We'll check, a few things, and then I will contact you for further, information. But if you want to extend the internship, just send me an email. Actually, send Sahel an email and copy me in. That way it's more efficient for our system and our teams. All the emails regarding our internships should go to Sahel, and always copy me and Mola in. But yeah, all the requests in terms of internships and everything are being forwarded to Sahel, even if you send them to me, and they will go by Sahel, and then we will take care of it from there. So yeah, if you want to extend your internship, let us know. And if you want to introduce someone for an internship in the Moracle Foundation, still let them know that they can send us an email and we will take care of it. It may take a little while because we close our window and another window will open soon. But yeah, that's how it's going to be. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with Moracle Foundation. And I again, want to brought this to your attention, that follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram for updates, for our news, for anything that's going on in Moracle Foundation. We have a committed social media team who are posting for us, doing our social media, and they appreciate your contributions, your comments, your feedbacks. And yeah, we would love to see that, so we see what direction we should be in exactly. Yeah, I think we can start our session. As I mentioned, we are in stage 1 of Moracle Accountancy Formula. Any questions regarding that stage or regarding the whole Moracle Accountancy Formula, you can ask them. We have a 20 minutes question and answer at the end of the session. You can type your questions in the chats, raise your hand. If you have any comments, anything regarding Moracle Accountancy Formula, just drop them in the chat and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you again for being here, and supporting us. And I appreciate your presence here. Thank you. And I hope we have a good session together. And welcome back, Morlai.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Sepede. Am I coming out clear your end?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. Yes, always happy and grateful to be here. And Sepede and the team, thank you for doing all the special work. And yes, it is important, guys, to to give, a different way. We all give differently, yes. I give this way, I'm sure you guys are giving, in your own way too, yes. But please, there are lots of people out there who want, what we have here. There's a lot of people, I know that, yes, but they don't have the means to be here. Number one, they don't know, they're not aware, so you guys who are here, knowing what you guys are getting here, let them know, yeah, so you guys can help to promote that, yeah. That's another way of you giving, yes, okay, so thank you and I appreciate that, yeah. We want to just continue with the stage number one, and but also, Superior, I know we've been talking about this program, how we put structure in place. That's the thing that I appreciate more. Yeah, the structure. Yeah, a lot of things are changing, which is good, and we are putting structure. But for me, one thing that is becoming more clearer when we talk about structure, yeah, is this Moracle Accountancy Formula that we have in place. Yes. So, Sepeda, I'm going to ask you to share, more the formula, please, on the screen. Yeah. In terms of structure, yes, it's so helpful. Yeah. Everything that we are doing, yes, you want to be able to, to paint a picture of what it is. Yeah. An issue, a problem, or whatever you want to call it, a situation, you paint that picture, and then, look at it, understand, and then say, do I understand this? Yeah. So this picture that we are here every Thursday, attending this program, yeah, is helping you to paint this picture. I want to remind you, each and everyone here, you are deliberately stopping, yeah, whatever you're doing, yes, include myself. I'm so busy, I'm telling you, there's so many demands, of my time during the 7 or 8 hours, a day. But you know what? Thursday, I'm stopping an hour to be here. Yes. Okay. And I tell you, it's a big decision. Yeah. And I know you guys are doing the same. Yeah. But when we come down here, this picture, yeah, that we have to paint, yes, looking at the Moracle Accountancy Formula, and then ask yourself, do I understand this? Do I know what is going on here? Yes. How do I apply this, to my day-to-day work as an accountant? How do I apply this on a day-to-day basis, whatever it is that you're doing? Yes. Whether you are posting transaction, whether you are actually doing payroll, whether you are doing, for example, do a bit of research. Yes. Understand, I've got some guys who are actually involved in fundraising now, start as part of their internship. They're getting that exposure, in fundraising. Wherever you are involved, yeah, if you are actually, in finance, accounts, or business, or whatever it is, yeah, you want to paint that picture, and connect it, to this Moracle Accountancy Formula. It's what I'm asking you guys to do. Yeah, because I find that is helping me more and more and more. Yes. And today, I want to talk a little bit about, what the future is going to hold for us. I like teaching, teaching has been with me for a long, long time. Yes. Even before, I got to this country. Yes. And in my beautiful, the best country in the world, Sierra Leone. Yes. Wherever I was, yes, I come from this, the institution. yes, which is the University of Sierra Leone. Yes, if you are doing business and finance or administration, you go through, a different department called, Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM. Yes, I, I was a student, and then when I finished, I started working there, and then I started training. I started teaching people. Oh my goodness, yes, and I love to teach. Yeah, but one thing for me with teaching, what has helped me to do, even right now, what I'm doing now, is helping me to understand the subject matter more. Are you with me? Yes. So we're going to do more teaching here. Yeah, but also want to mix it because you guys will have opportunity to ask questions, because I can see some burning questions, even just looking at your faces sometimes, I can see somebody want to really ask some question, but they don't have the opportunity to ask that question, So we're going to find time for those question and answers, yes, so that you can throw your question. But also, I'm saying to you guys, yes, even if you cannot ask question here in the session, yeah, just send your question to Sepede, or Sahel. Yeah, then this question will reach to me. Yeah, and you will get a response. Yes, I want to guarantee you, whatever the question is, send it out, and then you'll get some response. Yeah, so we're gonna have teaching, but then also we're gonna have question and answer session. Yeah, so that will be devoted to questions, and then I come up with some answers, as best as I can. Yeah. But go back again to the Moracle Accountancy Formula. I'm suggesting that you should have a copy of that. Yes, you should have a copy of that, painted somewhere or have it somewhere that you can see it easily. You have easy access to the Moracle Accountancy Formula. Those 6 stages. Yes, try to understand that. Because if you do, it's going to help you more and more and more. You understand? To put the structure, yes, about the finance function. Yes, because that's what the Moracle Accountancy Formula is all about. It's trying to help you to have this concept, of what the finance function looks like. Yes, within the finance function of every organization, whether it be small, medium, or large, you understand? Those 6 stages applies. Are you with me? Yeah. Paint that picture, guys. Yeah. Paint it. Even if you don't know it, my old boss would say, more like I'm telling you, yes, listen to me. Yes. Um, whatever I'm telling you, even if you don't understand it, yeah, just listen to me. Yes, go and do it. Yes. Oh my goodness. I used to be somebody that's so, kind of, well, people say argumentative, but I want to know. Sorry. Yeah. You ask me to do something I don't understand. Yes. So I just go and do it. I want to understand first before I go and do it. Yes. So he says to me, Molai, please, I'm telling you, please just go and do it. Yeah. As I say, then you understand it later on. Okay. And fast forward, when I met my, my mindset mentor. Yes, that is the ultimate mentor. Bob Proctor is famous saying. It says, like this: more like your way is not working. Why don't you follow my way? Oh my goodness. Yeah, let me say that again. More like your way is not working. So why don't you follow my way? Because my way is working. Oh my goodness. I said, well, hold on, what are you talking about? Yeah? Your way. Yes, it's working. So I should have to follow your way, not my way. Oh, it took some time for me to understand that. Are you with me? Yes, it took some time. So I'm asking you guys politely here. Yes, please follow my way. Are you with me? Follow it. Yeah, then you get to understand it later on. Yeah, fully. Yeah, and then you can make it your own. Yes, but you got to understand it. Yes, but to understand it, understanding comes from studying. Yes. Yeah, you don't just go understand it like that. You're gonna study, you're gonna work on it, gonna make mistakes, drop it. And then later on, all of that experience comes to understand it. So I'm asking you guys, this formula, yes, paint that picture, have it somewhere that you can always have easy access to. Yes, we are in stage number one. Stage number one. Yes, and you hear me talking about this stage number one so many times and in so many different ways. Sepeda, are you able to put that up for me? Or
Yes,
Sahel?
yes.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah. Stage number one, you will hear me talking about this in so many different ways. Yeah. And so many times, when I'm talking about this, I'm so passionate about it. I'm telling you, really. Yeah. Because it is key. Yes, it is key. For most of you who are coming to finance now, into accounting, yes, it starts with that. Yes. To understand what goes on. Yes, within stage number one. Yes, we don't call it bookkeeping. Um, we call it management information systems. We don't talk about bookkeeping. And this word bookkeeping, I'm telling you, I'm getting so much, well, irritated when the word is used. I'm telling you now. Yeah, I went to a program the other day, and this guy was talking about, bookkeeping and bookkeepers. And he says, how many of you in your practice are doing bookkeeping? You know, you know, I didn't put mine up. So then, when we're talking later on, then I says, well, we don't do bookkeeping, we don't call it bookkeeping. Yeah, we call it, Moracle, in the Moracle Accountancy Formula, Management Information Systems. And he says, what do you mean by that? Yes. And I'll take the time to explain to it. Yes. I said, that stage where you capture data, you record the data, you analyze that data, you reconcile that data. It says, oh, that's what we do. Okay. And says, is that what you do? You bookkeeping? I said, no, that's what we do. Okay. You capture the data, you record it, and you reconcile it. Yeah. Whatever the business, whatever the situation in the finance function, it starts with that. Yeah. And that's what you're aiming to do, to capture that data, to record it, to analyze it, and to reconcile it. And I say, yes, that's what you do in bookkeeping. But let me tell you a little bit more. Yes. The data capture, yeah, for us to call something data capture, yeah, it's got to be able to meet certain criteria. Yeah. Capturing data, you understand? Yeah. It's got to meet certain criteria. Recording that data, yeah, to record it, for you to say you have recorded that data that you capture, it's got to pass certain tests. Yeah, for you to be able to say you've analyzed something, yes, this financial data that you recorded, yeah, you got to be able to pass, a test as well. And then for you to say I've reconciled something, you understand? Again, another test. Okay. And then we started talking a little bit more about this. By the time we finish, the guy says, okay, I can see why you don't call it bookkeeping. Yes. It's I can see why you don't call it bookkeeping. Have you got a course on this? And I said, no, come on, come to a training program. Send your guys to a training program. He said, I think we need some more, some of you guys to be talking about. No, come to a training program, and come and see what we do, how we do it. Yes. To be able to capture data, record the data, analyze the data, and reconcile the data. You understand? That discipline, the mindset that you have to have. And right now, we got the most powerful tool, yes, on earth, yeah, information technology, yes, the use of AI in a big way, yes, in a big way. I've done something, I've captured data, I've recorded the data. You understand? Well, for me to analyze that, yeah, I got my friend, AI. Just put it in there. It analyzes for me. It tells me the inconsistencies. It tells me what is missing. It tells me about the state of completeness. That's what I mean by, using AI for analysis purposes. Yeah, because we capture data and record it. You understand? But sometimes, yes, we make mistakes. Yeah, true. We make mistakes. Yeah, so you got to analyze it to pick up inconsistencies, the state of completeness of that data that you've captured, that you've recorded. Yeah, you want to be able to make sure it's complete. Yeah, before you can now say, well, hold on, I want to reconcile this. Yeah, so we have a conversation again. You got some, sometimes you get stuck in reconciliation, whether you reconcile in the bank, or some control account. And people take days trying to reconcile. They have to close the door and say, sorry, don't disturb. I am in the reconciliation mode. Yes? Yes? Please don't disturb me. I'm reconciling. Oh my goodness. That state of affair? No, sorry. Yeah? There's no need for that. Yeah? And why does that happen? It's because the data capture, which has been recorded, yeah, has not been analyzed properly. So when it comes to reconciling, you see all sorts of issues coming up. Yeah, it's a data capture issue. Yeah, why should you reconcile it? It's a recording issue. Why should you reconcile it? It's an analysis issue. Why should you reconcile it? So all of that problem, yes, is now compounding itself whilst you're trying to reconcile. And I said to the gentleman, this is an experienced accountant I'm talking to now. And I said, my reconciliation process is simple. Yeah. I need, a hot chocolate. Just sit down and relax, whilst I'm reconciling. He says, how do you do that? And why do you say that? I thought reconciliation was going to be the most, critical, and then, I say, yes, I know that. But if you follow what we're teaching here, when you're capturing data, you make sure it follows certain criteria. Yeah, it's got to be done in a certain way. When you are recording that data that you captured, you follow a certain routine, yeah, and protocols. And then when you are analyzing the data that you have captured and recorded, you follow it in a certain way. Reconciliation will be a doddle. It says, okay, Mola, I now see why you call this management information systems. You don't call it bookkeeping. Because bookkeepers, they spend their time reconciling. Oh my goodness. They spend all their time reconciling. Oh, this is not tying up to this. That is not tying up to that. It's not tying up to this, or whatever it is. Reconciling. Are you with me? Spend all your time. And I'm telling you, I've done it in the past myself. That's how we were trained. Are you with me? We become, champions of reconciliation. Oh my goodness, I used to love it. When I managed to reconcile, my bank reconciliation or control account, everybody would know in the department that Mola has reconciled because I make a lot of noise about it. No, sorry. Yeah, because people will be taking days to reconcile a bank. The information is all over. Yes. So guys, I want you guys to understand this. Yeah. Paint that picture. You got to have this structure. Yes. To be able to capture data, record that data, analyze that data, and reconcile that data. Yes, I'm telling you guys, yeah, it's the most beautiful stuff, Yes, when you're involved in doing this. And again, I want to say this to all of us, you hear me talking about it. Yeah. When somebody gets involved in bookkeeping, it says, oh, well, it's low, it's down there, it's a low class or low, whatever it is, yes. Recently, I have this kind of wake-up call, yes, and we got a client that it says, oh, no, sorry, I want to get somebody else to do the bookkeeping, you understand? So, Mola, you can do the accounts, And I said, well, okay, client, if that's what you want, I'm happy, to work with you. Yes. So this person comes in as a bookkeeper, and so proud of, I'm a bookkeeper, I don't do accounts, oh, you guys, who do accounts, you guys who do accounts, several times she mentioned that. Oh, you guys who do accounts, oh, no, you can do it. Oh, okay. So you can see, yes, it's telling me, I'm just focusing on just the bookkeeping side. You can do the accounts. Okay. And I'm telling you, and to me, what he's telling to me there is, yes, I am more valuable because I'm doing the accounts, and she is not because she's doing the bookkeeping. Yeah? Okay. And I'm saying this to each and everyone listening to my voice here. Don't allow anybody, yeah, to lower, that value that you bring to bear when you are actually involved in data capturing, recording, analyzing, and reconciling. Are you with me? Yes, don't allow, because this is one of the most important stage that you will ever come across and in place. Yeah. Okay. So I want you guys to remember that. Yeah. Okay. So when somebody says to you, you are a bookkeeper or you are, just posting, that's not what you do. Yeah. And we know the reason why. Yeah. Because you are so special. Yeah. When you are capturing data, yes, recording that data, analyzing the data, and reconciling the data, even though it's the first stage. It's the first stage. Yes, and it's got to be done. And you are just involved in the first stage. Are you with me? Yeah, it doesn't mean that you are of a low value. Yeah, you're just involved in the first stage. Yeah. How many times myself have I been involved in the first stage? Yes, capturing the data, record it. So are you telling me I'm not valuable? Seriously? Really? I'm not valuable? Okay, no. Yeah. So your value, yeah, remember this, don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise. You are valuable. Yes, okay. It's the attitude that you bring to bear. It's the mindset that you bring to bear. Yeah, it's the awareness of your and the use of artificial intelligence that you bring to bear. But also, it's understanding the accounting concept, the fundamental accounting concepts. Yeah, for every debit entry, there's a corresponding credit entry. So when you are capturing that data and you're recording that, for every transaction that you're recording, you know where the debit is going, you know where the credit is going. You know that. Are you with me? You put all of that together, yeah, in this fine structure of yours, this individual. Sorry, you are God's highest form of creation. Nobody can tell you otherwise. Yeah, you are not of a low value. Yeah, okay, because you do things in a certain way. Capturing data, recording data, analyzing data, and reconciling the data. I'm telling you, it is necessary. Yeah. And when you do it in a certain way, you yourself, you feel it to be emotionally involved in doing that. And then the output or result that comes out for me, yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. It's going to be big and beautiful. Yes. At all times when you're doing it, they will know that, well, Christopher has done this. They will know that Aladi, has been involved and done it. Kale too. Every time, Miriam touches something, Ahmad, Laura, every time you guys get involved in capturing data, recording, analyze, and reconcile, they know that you are coming from a place where you show that you are emotionally involved in it. Yes? You are actually making a massive difference. And everyone you come across, I'm telling you, you will leave them with that impression. They know that, this guy is special. Yeah, this is, it is not, well, it's different. Yeah, and be proud to be that. Yeah, be proud because that's who you are. Yeah, and that's why we're saying here, yeah, focusing on this, every week, you understand? 52 weeks in the year, we're talking about this subject. Yeah, this stage number one, management information system, to have all the different systems coming together, all the different systems that you can think of coming together. Are you with me? Yeah, to allow you to be able to capture that data, record that data, analyze that data, and reconcile that data in a certain way with the right mindset. Seriously, yeah, it's what this is all about. Because we know that when you've done it this way, yes, I'm telling you, yes, you are contributing, yeah, to a massive, infrastructure that needs to be in place to allow any business to grow. Are you with me? And to be sustainable. Yeah. And all the other aspects that follow, stage number one, yes, really benefit, from what you have done. Are you with me? Data capturing, recording, analyzing, and reconciling. Yes, guys, let that be something that you focus on. Yes, let it be something that you focus on. And when you're doing it, yes, you get your full attention. emotionally involved, deep emotion. Yes, because that's what it is. Not just like, oh, well, I'm just doing bookkeeping. Are you with me? Yes. Oh, I'm just, I'm a bookkeeper. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm just data capture. I'm just data, a clerk. Like I always say to my guys, don't allow somebody to call you or treat you like a clerk. Yes, you're not. Yeah, you are not. I'm not saying those positions are not, relevant, but you are not. Yeah. Here you are so, so important. Yeah. We've just come from a place where we've been trying to close our files audits because the SCCA, yeah, is coming to audit us. Yes. Okay. And over and over and over and over, yes, I keep coming back again to the team, about this stage number one. Yes, the background information that you need to have, an understanding, of the organization itself. Yes, without which you are not going to be able to do things. Yes, the background information. Yeah, in audit, well, audit is special. They use different language, you understand? So in audit, that background information, yes, that we talk about in stage number one, yes, audit, we call it the audit permanent file. Yes, audit permanent file. Yes, or permanent audit file. Audits have to call it something special. Yes, but it is the same thing. Yeah, in stage number one, for you to be able to capture data, record that data, particularly the recording phase. The recording phase. Yes? Yeah, for you to analyze, yeah, and then do the reconciliation. You need to have deep background information, background understanding of the organization, inside out. Are you with me? It is so important, guys. Yes, you cannot do justice to data capture, data recording, analyzing, and reconciliation if your background information, yeah, is not sufficiently deep. And that's the reason why most of the time I'm telling you guys, wholeheartedly, I'm telling you, yes, I've seen, for my nation of, my experience. I'm telling you, yeah, why people struggle, you understand? Yes, with stage number one. The background information, the background understanding is not deep enough. Yeah, it's not deep enough. Yes, don't understand about the organization and you want to post. Yes, how is that possible? You don't have an understanding of the particular system that operates, within a particular function. How are you going to post this transaction? How are you going to do it? Oh, well, I see, an invoice coming from Tesco's. Well, it must be, something to do with food or, and whatever you want to call it. Yes. Oh, I see an invoice coming from Moracle, for example. Oh, it must be, in an accountant, it must be accounting service. Hmm? Well, Moracle don't only do accounting. Moracle does, auditing. Moracle does tax. So when you see an invoice or payment going to Moracle, and then you say, oh, it's an accountant, so you don't put your fees. Is that correct, guys? No, it's not. It's not. Because if you understood, well, hold on. Yes, this particular expense, if you post it to those accountancy fees, for example, you might be posting it to the wrong code. Yeah, because if it was a consultancy job, yeah, you cannot post it, the accountancy and the consultancy in the same place. Yes, even if it's in the same place, you need to be able to analyze it. To say, well, this payment that was made to Moracle, yes, some of it is belong to accountancy service, some of it belong to, other service, yeah, the consultancy. Yeah, you can just post it like that. But you have to have a sufficient understanding of the organization involved. Yes. So when you see, an expense or when you see income coming in, you know what it relates to. Yeah. Stage number one is so important for the auditor. Yes. The auditor, for the auditor to do their job. Yes. Sufficiently well is relying on stage number one. Yes. To have been in place sufficiently. The controls, the systems, yes, the segregation of duty, the authorization, all of that, the people, yeah, who are involved, yeah, in that, the organization as a whole, yes. Somebody does something, somebody that's the senior or with the right control or authority, reviewing and checking. These are all part and parcel of stage number one. You know what I mean? You who is posting, yes, your job need to be reviewed by somebody senior, yes, and sign off. So all of that is part of stage number one. Before you record something, you got to ask, make sure you got sufficient evidence, yeah, the paperwork, yeah, to support that particular income or expenses. You need to be able to have an understanding of the chart of accounts, the codes themselves. Yeah, you don't just post anything anywhere. Yes, all of these things demands that you have sufficient background information, guys. Yes, and I'm telling you, all the other stages, stage number two, management accounts and value added. Stage number three, statutory accounts and scheduling. Stage number four, taxation. Stage number five, reporting. Whether you're doing the audit, whether you're doing independent examination or accountant report, yes, all of these stages rely on stage number one to be fit for purpose. If stage one is not fit for purpose, I'm telling you, yes, you got a really, really difficult situation in your hands as a management accountant when you do stage number two, as a financial accountant when you're doing stage number three, as a tax expert when you're doing stage number four, as an auditor or independent examiner, yeah, when you're doing stage number five. Because all of these stages rely on stage number one, yeah, to have been done, very, very well. You know what I mean? So the way you capture data, the way you record it, the way you analyze it, the way you reconcile it, yes, it's got to be in a certain way. Yes, all fit for purpose. It is so, so important, guys. So if you were the one involved in doing stage number one, you can see how important you are. Are you with me? And once you guys understand it, you can see how important you are. Yes? So, and the more you become, important, the more your value. Yes? Yeah? The more. Yes, you become, well, hold on. Yeah, everybody's relying on you. Yeah, to adopt that basic stuff. Yeah? They call it basic. Yeah? The more important you are, the more value. Yes? Okay. So remember this. Stage number one, data capture, recording, analyzing, reconciliation. Yeah? Just four different aspects. Yeah? So data capture. When you're capturing data, when I say it's going to be fit for purpose, yeah, you're going to make sure that data that is captured, yeah, number one, is complete. Yes, you cannot capture data half and half. Oh, I got some of the bank statement, but not some of the bank statement. That's not data capture. It's not complete. The information is not complete. Yes, it's not complete. Oh, I've just got bank statement for just one bank when you know that there are 3 or 4 bank accounts there. Yes, that's not complete. So when you're capturing that data, you're going to follow some certain protocols. Yeah, complete. You're going to be checking. I want to make sure the data, the financial data that I'm capturing is complete. I want to. How do I make sure that is complete? It's a whole chapter. Yes, but you want to. Yes, not half and half. One of the things that over my years of experience, why it takes so long, to do things. Yeah, apart from you don't know it, because when you don't know, you don't know. You understand? Okay, you go round and round and round and round, not knowing. Yes, you start, you don't. Well, I'm not too sure. When you don't know, you don't know. Yes, okay. One of the key things that makes people it take longer, to do things, even when they know, yeah, it's this process of starting and stopping. You start and then you stop. You start and then you stop. I've got this blessed guy, one of my, business partners, or the partner of the guys who train me, help to train me. That guy, he just, God bless him, Jesse Patel. He make it look so simple. I'm telling you, I learned a lot from him, and God bless him. It will come to me or explain to me. He says more like, he said, this starts and stop, this starts and stop, and the way it makes it makes me to get it. Because every time I'm starting and stopping, I start and stop. Why? Because the information is not complete. More like, you cannot start this job until you got all the bank statements. Yes, you have to have all the complete picture, the complete information. The bank statement, I've got to get all of that. The bank statement need to be complete. Yes, okay, before you start. Yeah, okay. Start and stop, start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Even when you're driving, just try doing that, you understand? Yeah, you got a car, start and stop, start and stop. Or even if you're walking, you start and stop, you know that, it's like, one step forward and two step backwards, kind of stuff, yes? And try and do that, one step forward, two step backward. You know what's happened? You eventually coming back. Eventually, you're coming back. You understand? Uh, that same guy, Jesse Patel, I remember one exercise in the office. We have to do that. One step forward, two step backwards. And you find that, we're coming back. So when he explains that over and over and over, then you get it. Say, okay, this is what he means. Yes? So the best thing that you want to is two step forward, one step back. Yes? Two step forward, one step back. Eventually you get forward. Yes? Okay? But just imagine, if you take three steps forward, four steps forward, and one step back, or five steps forward, one step back. Yeah, it's a good feeling, guys. Yeah, a really good feeling. Yeah, because there's always going to be back. There's always. That's why in accounting, you understand, this one step back is why, people always talk about this concept, of incomplete records. You are never going to get the complete records. Whatever situation you find yourself, something is going to be missing. Something is going to make it not complete. Are you with me? But the state of completeness, you got to be able to assess it. Yes, before you start. Don't just start because you got to record, so you just start recording for the sake of it, or capture that. No, for you to start recording, that data has to be captured sufficiently complete. Yeah? Before you start recording. And when you have that data got to be stored in a certain way that is easy to access and retrieve. Yes? These are some of the criteria, you understand, and protocols that need to be within data capture, for example. For you, when you talk about recording, you've got to be able to have a full understanding of the activities of that business. Yeah, because, the chart of account that is going to be designed, so that you record the transaction, you've got to understand it. Yes, this chart of account needs to be complete. Yeah, it's got to be linked to the activities of that business. Yeah, you cannot just go on there and start posting, or record transaction when the chart of accounts have not been reviewed. To make sure that the chart of account is fit for purpose. You understand? Yeah. Otherwise, you're just going to be recording anything, anywhere. Yeah. You're recording transaction and you're not attaching the evidence. Well, that's not recording for me. Yes, nowadays, there's no choice about that. You cannot be recording a transaction, a supplier invoice is missing. Yes, you cannot. Oh, I'm just recording that transaction, that expense, and then there's no supporting documentation. That's not recording, guys, for me. That's not recording. Yes? So think about it. Yeah? When you're analyzing something, we take ages to analyze things. This day and age, let's use AI to help us to do the analysis. Are you with me? Because it can go deep dive. Yes? I'm experiencing right now at the moment. I'm telling you, I'm just loving it, like a new tool. You understand? I've been talking about this AI for ages because that's why the Moracle Accountancy Formula Yes, as I always say to you guys, it's three things, yes, within that formula. It's the accounting, yes, the accounting fundamental, that is just where it starts. You got the accounting, yeah, and again the artificial intelligence, yeah, to back the accounting, and then you have the mindset wrapped around the accounting and the artificial intelligence, guys. Yes, I've been talking about this for a long, long time. Yes, when I set up Moracle, I'm telling you, yeah, that was what was in my thinking, in my way of the way I go about from day one. Are you with me? Everything was paperless, digital, yeah, artificial intelligence. Okay, now fast forward to 2025. Well, you cannot do without artificial intelligence now. Yeah, everything now my guys do and so hold on, have you tested it, with your best friend? Have you done it? Yeah. There's no excuse now. Yes, there's no excuse. Yeah, for you to write something and then somebody comes and say your English is not good. Sorry, I've got artificial intelligence to help me to do that. Yeah, there's no way now you give me something to analyze and it takes me longer. I've got artificial intelligence, that I can use to analyze something very quickly. Yes, there's so many ways. Yes, that we can use artificial intelligence. So it's so important, guys. Yes, and now it's like a new tool for me. Even in the audit, artificial intelligence, the use of it, massive. I look at it and say, wow, this is brilliant. Yeah. So I'm advising you guys, yes, stage number one, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're not using artificial intelligence, you got to stop, guys. There's no point in sitting down there and then just data entry, like this. Yeah, there's no need for it now. Yes, there's no need. If you see yourself, having to post transaction over and over and over, those basic transactions, then you're not using artificial intelligence. Are you with me? Yes. You need to be able to employ artificial intelligence in whatever it is that you're doing in stage number one to help you to record that data. You understand? So that data will be there, and then that data is complete. Yeah. When you're analyzing the data, you want that data to be analyzed very quickly, and in a bit of detail. When you're reconciling that, you want to be able to employ artificial intelligence to help you to compare the bank statement and what you've posted in QuickBooks or Zero. Yes, artificial intelligence can help you to do all of these things. Are you with me? Employ that, guys. Are you with me? In a big way. Not in a, well, I'm not too sure. Yes? Please, please, guys. That's what I want to leave with you today. We've just come from an audit exercise. I'm telling you. Yes? The colleagues who are working with me, God bless them, and thank you for all your support, and all, I'm telling you, I've never worked with a team that is so dedicated, and so committed, and also, the love, that, we all showed, in different times to be able to work as a team is beautiful. And that is what life is all about. I'm telling you guys, you make me, I don't, as I say, you guys make me to come to, an easy conclusion that I am never going to retire from this. I'm telling you. Are you with me? Because, there's so much love and beauty, when you see people, working together, support each other, and then, they're bouncing off, and even when it is so late and tired, people are still be able to pull together. I'm telling you, yeah. Well, how can you retire from something like that? I don't think there's anything better out there than what we're doing here. Yes, even though it's job or whatever it is. Yeah, okay. But really, there is so much. I'm telling you that comes out from the way we work, the way we do things here. I'm telling you, yeah. So I'm grateful, and I appreciate each and every one of you. But really, guys, what I'm saying here is the message is artificial intelligence is here for to stay. Yes, it's here to stay. Yes, somebody like me, I'm telling you, I am so lazy, to type. My typing skills. I'm telling you, they're good. Yeah, and you get me to type, and no, guys, yeah, I'll be slow, yeah. So I got artificial intelligence, I want to talk to it, So even though sometimes he doesn't understand, my accent, he says, Mora, what you talking about? Yes. And I said, well, just bear with me, please. Yes. AI, please just bear with me. Yeah. So please talk slowly because sometimes I talk very fast. He said, please slow down, Morai. So I slow down. And when I slow down, he said, you're too slow. I don't understand what you're saying. So, that relationship, you understand, between me and the AI. So it's like this. But you know what? Eventually, I know it's gonna get what I want. Yeah, it's gonna understand me. Yes, okay. So I'm actually, recommending it to you guys. It is acceptable to use AI in everything that we do. Are you with me? Yes. There are checks and balances that we need to put in place when we use AI. Yeah? Okay. But to be able to capture data, record data, analyze data, reconcile the data, yeah, you got to be able to put that AI into good use. Yeah? And when you get the right mindset wrapped around the accounting, yes, fundamentals, yeah, yes. And as I always say, I believe in law of compensation. Yes, that law is simple and clear. It says, think about it. Yeah, three things that you need to take into consideration. Number one, the need for what you do. Are you with me? The need for what you do. It says number one. Yes. Number two, your ability to do it. Yes. And number three, the difficulty in you being replaced. Yeah. Okay. So let me go back again. The law of compensation. Yes. It says you need three things. One, the need for what you do. Number two, your ability to do it. And number three, the difficulty in replacing you. Okay. Think about this. Yeah. The need for what we do exists. Accountants, we don't have to worry. This is the best job ever. Every country needs an accountant. Every business, in every country needs an accountant. Yes, individuals, particularly those guys who are, rich, high net worth individuals, they need an accountant. So the need for what we do, exists. It's one of the best decision, guys, you have decided to make to become an accountant. I'm telling you, it's so clear. Okay, so the first one is the law of compensation. We say the need to what you do that exists. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. So number two, it says the ability to do it. Think about it. Yeah, your ability to do something. Yes, it means yes, and includes yes the mindset that you bring to bear. The mindset that you bring to bear, your skills that you have to do it. Yes, for you to be able to do certain things, and that stuff that you do, whatever it is, stands out. The quality, the emotional involvement, your attitude that you bring towards, whatever it is that you're doing. Are you with me? All of that, is what makes and constitutes your ability to do something. And definitely, say for example, you're in the finance function and you're following what the Moracle Accountancy Formula says. You understand? You're doing things in an exceptional way and you backed up that with your attitude, your mindset. This is what we talk about ability. Results are going to follow. No choice about that. Are you with me? So that is number two. And that is the difficult bit. I'm telling you. Yeah. Because the need for what we do as an accountant, exists. But when you decide to become an accountant, you now need to focus on your ability to do it. Yes, it takes really special stuff, but you can make it easy. Follow the Moracle Accountancy Formula. Yeah, do your mindset. Focus on the mindset. The way you deal with people, the way you talk to people, the way you leave people with the impression of increase. Yes, they will remember you. Yeah, this is how your ability, to do that work, is going to be. When you get number one and number two, the need for what you do, okay, the ability is okay. What you think is going to happen to number three? Yes, you are going to make it very difficult, yes, for people to replace you. Yes, when you are so good, when your ability is up there. Are you with me? And you are this accountant. Yes, I'm telling you, it's going to be difficult to replace you. Yeah? Because there's so many accountants out there or people out there who are, sorry, the ability factor, is questionable. Yeah? Okay. So when you are difficult to replace, guess what happens? Yes, your value goes up. Yes? And when your value go up, what happens? Then definitely, whatever it is that you want, whether it is money, you make a lot of money. Whether it is fame, you make a lot of fame, guys. Whatever it is that you want. Are you with me? Because now you become very difficult to replace. I'm not saying nobody is there irreplaceable. No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, because however good you are always replaceable. But you make it difficult to be replaced. And when you are able to do that, guys, particularly you young guys who are coming into the industry, yeah, okay, there's so much is happening with the industry, so much change, yeah, that is about to happen and it continue to happen. Yes, you guys need to take that into consideration. The law of compensation. Are you with me? Focus on that. Yeah, go and study about it. Go and read about it. Yeah, it's focusing more on the ability to do what you say you are going to do. Are you with me? And when you get that, yes, then I'm telling you, everything else is going to fall under, control. Yeah. So I want to leave you guys today with that bit. Yeah. Stage number one. Are you with me? Management information systems. Capturing data, recording the data, analyzing the data, and reconciling the data. Yeah, you're going to do it in a certain way. Let the ability factor come on. Yes. Let everybody, yeah, who has looked at QuickBooks or who has reviewed, Zero, know that you have done it. You have captured data, you've recorded it, you've analyzed it, and you've reconciled it. Yes. Leave that impression of increase wherever you go. If you are involved in doing that, leave that increase, yes, in people's mind that you have done it. Yes, Birang, he says, well, you know what? I've given everything. Yeah. Kale too. Well, this is my, my signature. I can sign. Yeah. Aladi, when Aladi does something, you know that, well, it's special. This guy called Ahmad, whatever he touches, I'm telling you, it turns to gold. Why? Because of his ability. Are you with me? His ability. Yeah. He touches, he says, well, no, sorry, this is me. This is my name. My name is at risk here. Yeah. Laura, when he touches, he says, no, sorry, my name here. Yeah. And that is what I want to leave with you guys. Yeah. And we can make it, I'm telling you guys, we can do it. Yeah. Just be proud of what you do, If you don't know, I don't know, but get to know it. And when you do it, focus on that ability. Yes, the mindset that you bring to bear. Yeah, your attitude towards the work itself. Yes, the skill set that you need to bring to bear. Yes, the AI, that make things work so quickly. And you can sit down and relax and then understand what the AI has produced and query it. Yes, to be able to provide information, like this. Yes, yeah, it's so important. Yeah, and once that is done, guys, that's it. Your job is done. Yeah. So I want to leave that with you today. Yeah. Stage number one, management information system. Yeah, is so integral. Yeah, for the success of any finance function. Yes, because the management accountants, yeah, stage number two, they need stage number one to be okay. The statutory accountants, those financial accountants, these guys who are preparing accounts, they need to know that stage number one has been done. These guys who are doing the tax experts, they need to know that stage number one has been done. Yeah. The auditors, those special people, the way they think, the way they do things, the independent examiners, they need to know that stage number one, yeah, has been done. Yes. And finally, when it comes to filing those accounts, if all those stages, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, they are all okay. Yeah, when it comes to filing those accounts, it's so straightforward. Yes, the guys who are involved in filing will tell you when accounts are done properly, when it comes to filing, it's a dodo. We've got a system that we use. Yes, digital. It just files account to company's house, boom, like that. It files account to HMRC, the press of a button. Yes. When it comes to filing those accounts with child commission, yes, they're able to do that so quickly. Yeah. So think about it, guys. Yes, this Moracle Accountancy Formula, yes, I know it covers a lot of things, but bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit, yeah, you'll get to know it. But it starts with stage number 1, guys. Yes, it starts with stage number 1. The discipline that you have in stage number 1 is going to help you to be able to do stage number 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6 later on. Yeah, and the value that you bring to bear. Yeah, remember that. The value that you bring to bear when stage 1 is okay. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. All right. I want to stop here for today. Time is fast spent. And thank you very much for listening to me. Yes. Whilst we're talking about this subject of ours. Yeah. So if you've got any questions and stuff like that, even if we're able to answer it here, please, yeah, as you're doing your work, yeah, send your questions, to the team. They'll get it to me. And I know it's difficult for me sometimes. I'm busy. There's so many different things I'm doing. But you can still find time to come and talk to me one-to-one, yes, if you want to. Yeah, you want to have a one-to-one questions that you have as well, yeah? But it'd be nice for those questions to be coming to the center so other people can benefit as well, yeah? So thank you very much. Thank you for listening. And let me see if there's any question in the chat. No, can't see anything there. Um, no, I've not seen a question. Maybe somebody got any burning questions that they want to ask. I think I got one more minute to answer it. Any questions? If there's no questions, well, want to thank you. Yes, and then let's catch up later on. Yeah, so over to
Thank you, Malai.
Sepede. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, if you have any question regarding my announcements in the beginning, you can come to my office or just drop me an email. I'll be happy to answer them. And we'll see you guys next week. Yeah, have a great day.